The Toyota Land Cruiser is the anti-bling mobile. There's nothing showy about it. It's luxurious without being fussy, and extremely capable without being a bodybuilder in a tank top. I got behind the wheel and had visions of myself going on the Paris to Dakar rally, but I knew I couldn't really call anyone to tell them about it. Well, actually I could call them, but they probably couldn't hear me. Even though the Land Cruiser costs about $80,000, it has a Bluetooth system that'll make your own teeth turn blue from gnashing them. I didn't have any problems hearing callers, but their end of the call apparently sounded like one of Charlie Brown's teachers. I don't mean to tell the engineers at Toyota how to build their vehicles, but here's a suggestion. Drive out of the factory, call someone, and ask them if they can hear you. If they can't, drive back to the factory and run over whomever sold you this technology. I finally resorted to using the hardwire headset that came with my iPhone. Almost everything in the Land Cruiser was designed with ultimate functionality in mind. It even has a refrigerated central console to keep your lunch cold. The four-wheel drive system only allows the driver to switch between four-wheel high and four-wheel low. There's no two-wheel drive setting to save on petrol. It does, however, have a crawl control dial to control the gas and brakes and allow the driver to concentrate on steering while going off-road. The Land Cruiser has 8.9 inches of ground clearance and can tow up to 8,500 pounds. If you're serious about going off-road, or if you have a cabin in the woods, deep in the woods, this is the vehicle for you. During a tough rainstorm on the highway, I had the urge to yell, "Is that all you got?" Then again, I think that's what the gas station attendant asked me when I went to fill up. The more than 5,700-pound Land Cruiser with the 8-cylinder 381 horsepower engine gets only 13 miles per gallon in the city and 18 on the highway. To its credit, Toyota did install a 24.6-gallon fuel tank. A couple of years ago, a Toyota executive told me they were committed to coming out with a hybrid version of every vehicle. I'm looking forward to testing the hybrid version of the Land Cruiser when it eventually comes out, because currently some environmentalists refer to the Land Cruiser as the Land Bruiser. That said, the current Land Cruiser has a reputation for bulletproof reliability and longevity to rival Betty White. The ride was extremely comfortable, and the Land Cruiser seemed to have enough power to handle any situation that I could get into, but a few times I was reminded that I was captaining a nearly 6,000-pound vehicle. Getting it to go is one thing, getting it to stop is another. The braking system is well adapted to a vehicle of this size and weight, but the laws of physics still apply. While driving on the West Side Highway, I had to jam on the brakes when someone wandered into my lane. The Land Cruiser braced for impact by tightening the seatbelt, which was an interesting experience with a full bladder. The adaptive cruise control worked quite well, easing some of the burden of commuting in traffic. The system allows you to stay at a preset distance from the car in front of you. While the Land Cruiser is packed with the latest technology, one thing our test car was missing was a blind spot detector. That would come in handy for anyone driving a Miata in the same zip code as me when I'm behind the wheel of something this massive. The 2013 Land Cruiser will get you from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, according to AOL Autos. The base price of the 2013 Land Cruiser is about $78,000. The price as tested, which includes a remote starter and paint protection film, is $80,000. I'm Grant Winter reporting for Real World Test Drive.